one guy, I met him in America. He lived close by me somewhere, and he just knew who I was, a Japanese guy, and he spoke like really bad English, so I knew he was just fresh over there.
Yeah.
And he was in Japan at the time, and he saw me. He was like, "Hey, my boss want to meet you." I'm like, "What, your boss?" He said, "Yeah, I thought you lived in America. What the fuck? You got a boss out here for?" So we go there to this, it's kind of like a strip club type of thing, but then it was a hostess bar. They have hostess bar where the women sit next to you, pour your drink, and you can talk to the women.
Oh.
And we went to the VIP. He said, "This is super VIP. You look at the bar, like where they serve drinks, and it's like a seamless door. And we go behind that." He said, "Oh, this is super VIP." So I get back there, and mind you, I can say this because I was married to a Japanese woman.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah, I was married to a Japanese woman. I got 2 little Japanese. Right.
Yeah, that's a first. He said I got 2 Japanese.
Yeah. And so I can say this. So I can say this. I love my kids. I love my ex-wife still because she gave me 2 beautiful kids. Japanese people are like robots. Like the Japanese people are like robots.
Telling you.
Yeah, but when I went into this room, these guys were watching Jackass, and they were smoking weed, and their English was better than mine. They were like some niggas. I was like, "Who the hell are y'all?" And they asked me, they were like, "How old are you?" And they outsmarted me because I was caught off guard. And I was like, "I'm 26." I had just turned 26 when on that day when I did power. That was my birthday, my 26th birthday. This was right after. I said, "I'm 26." I said, "You ain't no damn 26. You got to be at least 45." I'm like, "These Japanese dudes talk like this." So I showed him my ID. They said, "Let me see your ID." And he wanted to see my address. He saw my ID. I wasn't thinking. I gave it to him. Anyway, the dude boss walk in. He's the biggest Japanese dude I ever seen in my life.
How tall?
Man, he had to be like 6'4", 6'6", all ripped,
Oh,
all
yeah,
jacked.
yeah.
I never seen a Japanese dude like that before in my life.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And he walked in the room, and we went to his room and sat down at his desk, and the guy was translating for him because he acted like he didn't speak no English, but I can understand. Sometimes when the guy was translating, he had already understood what I was saying, so I figured that they were just messing with me. Anyway, I met the boss, and he was cool. He wanted to give me $1 million just to start a clothing line. And at the time, the Japanese woman she was my girlfriend at the time. She wasn't my wife then. And they had smoked some weed with me because I smoked weed a little bit every now and then. Blue Moon, I smoke weed.
Yeah.
Not now, but back then. So I was kind of zooted a little bit. So now I'm paranoid. I hadn't smoked weed in like a couple years at this time. So I'm zooted. And he asked me about my brother. He said, "Yeah, I know your brother here in Japan." I'm like, "How the hell you know my brother here in Japan?" This is my brother's first time coming to Japan. And he was like, "I know everything." I was like,
What the fuck?
I was like, well, and the whole time my ex-wife, or my time girlfriend was in my ear, she was saying, "We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here."
Oh.
She said, "This is super VIP." She said, we're not allowed to be here. We're not. And I said, "Man, shut up." She was making me nervous and stuff. And then I turned down $1 million deal, man, to do the clothing line. Now I kind of wish. Sometimes because I never really had a clothing line in Japan. I kind of wish I wouldn't have turned it down. Who knows what would have been happening? I could have turned that $1 million deal to like a $20 million deal. He could have blew me up.
Yeah.
What if that was like initiation? You had to become a member.
The Yakuza?
Yeah.
The black Yakuza?
That's dope, though.
They were all tatted up or no?
I didn't see no tats on him.
No, you didn't see it.
But the other guys, you see, they all had the samurai on their stomach, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I think. Y'all remember the movie The Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I low key think. I asked my ex-wife about this because my ex-wife, she's a descendant of samurai. And I asked her, remember they were trying to do away with the samurais and stuff? So I asked her, I was like, "Hey, are the Yakuza, are they the old samurais?" And she was like, "I don't know. I don't think they can tell. I don't think they're supposed to tell. It's a code." I low-key think that the Yakuza, they started when the samurai, when they got rid of the samurai, that's when the Yakuza started.
Then started coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're the same people. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I don't think they disappeared. They just turned to Yakuza. That's what I think. 'Cause they all got a samurai tattooed on them.
Yeah, and it's that's kind of one of the distinguishing things is because in Asian culture in general, like getting tattoos is like kind of frowned upon. So like the only people they say that get them typically are like criminals and degenerates, and then the Yakuza, especially with Japan, they a lot of times identify themselves with the tattoos.
Yeah. So, I don't know what that's about. But one of my friends out there, I thought they was cool. The Yakuza, they was cool. They always doing good stuff.
But they never said they were Yakuza to you, right? They just were like, "We're super VIP."
No, they never said that. But when I left, as soon as I left that club, I'm talking about I didn't even take 5 steps away, and my friend Ken Baby called me. Ken Baby is a Japanese guy that speaks perfect English. He taught me how to rap, because they were turning me into a rapper in Japan.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I got some songs. They suck though, but I got them.
Can you do like a rehearsal?
Hell no. Hell no.